I think the 21st century is going to belong to Africa. Africa is rising. What's interesting about that, just a few years ago, The Economist had a cover magazine that said Africa, the lost continent. But all of a sudden, businesses are seeing that the next marketplace is Africa. So where you have in the north and in the Western countries like the US, UK, the markets there are shrinking. But Africa's population is growing. So companies, multinationals, big companies see that the marketplace for them where they can expand is in Africa. The second thing about the rising is Africa itself really wants to make sure the continent transforms itself from being a developmental part of the world to being on the same status as the rest of the world. And what that means is increasing equality and improving the quality of life of its peoples. And I think the other thing too that has happened is that even though we still have parts of Africa where there's conflict, at the moment we have less conflict than we've had in the past, and many countries are having stable democracies. So all of the things coming together can make Africa rise quickly to what she should be. My humble view is that the biggest challenge we face is our own mindset. You see? So part of the first challenge is that Africa must take the lead. So one of the challenges is making sure people in Africa understand that we can do it. Because Africa is so used to getting money, development agencies, World Bank, this one, they tell you what to do. So one of the challenges is Africa believing in itself. Of course you must get support and partner with other people. But if this continent is going to change, it is up to us. The other challenge, of course, is education. Making sure that the people, everybody has access to high quality education. You cannot advance a society without well-educated people. The other thing that goes with that is human well-being, that people have health and safety. So I think the first challenge is around the people challenge. Then the other big thing is infrastructure. So, you know, the urban populations in Africa are growing so quickly that our traffic is strangling us. So we need good infrastructure. The roads, we need a rail system. You need airport system. Because you can't move your goods. People can't get to work, right? The other big thing would be government and wiping out corruption. Corruption must go. Corruption creates inefficiency. It creates inefficiency. Corruption is bad for growth and development. When you look at great civilizations, the Roman Empire, the Egyptian Empire, just for examples, while they built great structures and were very wealthy, the other aspect of those societies was knowledge production. So you know the Greek civilization, many of our great philosophers, Aristotle, Plato, they were scholars and coming up with knowledge and theories to advance that society. So no society can advance without knowledge. And so from our side, the Africa Academy of Management, we are focused on scholarship and knowledge about management practices, and that needs to be researched. So our research can help society to develop. So if you look at businesses and organizations in Africa, They need research-based knowledge to know this is the best practice. This is the best way to manage people. And see, in Africa, what is very sad about Africa is that Africa was a great society producing a lot of knowledge. If people have heard of Timbuktu in Mali, and in Egypt you had a great library, and we're talking about in the 1500s, in the early 1000s. So Mali had great scholars who wrote great books, and of course colonialism killed that. So it's important now for us in Africa not just to be consumers of knowledge, but producers of knowledge. And we are focusing on producing management knowledge.